You know this feeling when you open your e-reader and you look at your bookshelf and you have even more books than you had the day before? No? What? You mean that you open your bookshelf and you have even less books than you had the day before and that no one told you about it? Well, maybe you should come on over to book.io because it's time to own your stuff. Free airdrops, free books for everyone or almost. I think it was last month that there was a push on the Discord about, hey, there are many airdrops that are remaining, when are we gonna see those? This was escalated to the team and they did like a complete audit of what was promised, what needs to be delivered, and they are now working on it. There's this great summary post by Jason explaining everything. So this week we already got the Philosophy of Beard Collector's Edition. This was for holding at least 100,000 Beard tokens. Then there was an ebook surprise, actually it's a Moon Pool book for every delegator to the Stuff Stake Pool. It really didn't cost anything, you get your rewards as usual, just paid in Stuff tokens instead of ADA, with a 10% bonus. And hey, you get an extra book. Awesome. Then Rulers and Revolutions, this was planned this week but didn't happen. It's being pushed 1 week. However, we did have Women Offer Wednesday airdrop with Anne of Green Gables. Not that many copies there, so quite a rare one. And then what's awesome is that we got the remaining books Without Mercy. Oh, nice typo here. Maybe we should tell Jason, he'll be happy. So Without Mercy is El Pasoverse. It's kind of the Genesis book, the one that gives discounts to all subsequent entries in the series. And what is great is that they did it Gutenberg style, meaning that a lot were not sold, like the Without Mercy didn't sell out. So instead of keeping the mint open forever, I decided to airdrop the remaining books to the holders, to the people who actually minted. That is great because it lowers their cost basis. It gives them extra books. And I've already seen, I think it's Zomtar, one of the OGs, who's running a giveaway to give one away. And that's a great way to increase the community. Just give books away, get people to join, and then when everyone only holds 1 or 2 books, well, it's much harder for them to sell. So that's great. If you had minted El Pasoverse a few months back, now you got a few extra copies. And that is not all, there's a lot coming up still. Later this month we'll get Monster Audio Pop Culture Monster 2.0. Monster 2.0. Interesting, because I don't think there were that many entries so far. Monster Audio, will it be Sleepy Hollow for Halloween, like it was for the original Monster ebook collection? We'll see. And then as early as next week we'll get some snapshots, so meaning that you need to hold the whole series, and later you will get a book for free, the Why We Love series, Living Over 2.0 and Gina Azi. These are romance books, only 3 of them, so it should be pretty easy to collect. And how do you keep track of all of this? Of course, there is this post, which is a great reference point, but even better, we get, here we are, Bex, the OG Book Club Explorer. That was on pause for maybe a month or so. Evie, the developer, just didn't have the time to update, especially with more and more mints. So he enlisted the help of Tall New Pinks, and now it is up to date. So you can go here, you don't see it, but on top there is a button called Collections, and here you can see everything. So let's say, well, for instance, the Gina Azi series, if you open this, you see, okay, these are the 3 books you need. These are the floor prices. And wow, Boston Hawks Hockey, only 7 listings. Yeah, floor price was 70, which was the discounted main price. So if anyone is completing this series, not sure if this is still available to mint. I think there was some policy locked at some point. So it was at Boston Hockey something. Let's check that out quickly. Boston Hockey. So it says minting, but is it though? It looks like it. You can still mint this. So yeah, nice. So you can either buy it in secondary for the discount mint price or buy it there. But look, you need the 2 other books to get the discount. So maybe worth to buy on JPEG if you don't have them. All right. So yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to eVTOL New Pinks for bringing back to life the OG Book Club Explorer. It's a wonderful tool. It's awesome. Super easy to keep track of your series. Here, if I scroll to the right, you see I own one of those. So it's super easy to see which ones you are missing. And I would say just a quick comment that I mean, it's awesome when you see all those airdrops. Look at how many series. Yeah, 11 of them. 11 airdrops that you get for collecting books. And I mean, as far as I'm aware, it's only possible on book.io, because only then can you know exactly what people really own and reward them for collecting and being loyal. So it's really awesome. And you know, those airdrops, it's usually low numbers, like look at Rulers and Revolutions, less than 200s. So this may become quite valuable in the future. Super happy to see the book team focusing on that, on catching up on all those promises, and people getting some nice, cool looking covers. Maybe we can check out some of them quickly. I think the ones from the Moonpool were pretty cool. I see it's not available yet on OG Book Club Explorer. So let's go for Anne of Green Gables. Yeah, very, very colorful ones. Oh wow. See, so some drinking is happening in there. All right. So that's it for the airdrops. Check out the Discord post. 3 more snapshots or snappies coming up next week. So make sure you complete the series. Look at the OG Book Club Explorer. The other place you can look at is in Discord. You have the prologue section. If you go to book series, I'm mostly the one maintaining this. Yeah, it should be accurate. So you can just check here. I'm not sure what's coming up, but like, yeah, if you want Why We Love, here you have them. Why We Love Middle Earth, Back from the Future, Why We Love Star Wars, 3 books. Get them, get the airdrop for free. Actually, there's one more place you can look things up, is when you go to the book.io website and you can filter by series. So if I take Why We Love, I should have the same results. Yes, Why We Love Star Wars, Back from the Future, Why We Love Middle Earth. It's another way to know exactly what is required. So if you're collecting, good luck. Let's look at this week's releases. Not that many, because so much work was going into those airdrops. I mean, not that many still. Bulk mints of 5 Agatha Christie's books. These ones have an excellent price point, only 6 ADA. It's like $2. Those are classics. Standard edition, meaning only 1 cover, 1,000 each, and we can see like 50 something sold. So great if you want something that you actually want to read, or to have something that you can easily share with people around you. So that was earlier this week. Then on Thursday we got the Origin of Species Charles Darwin's book, but the audiobook version, this is also fully minted out. 400 of those, and we can see the floor at 48 ADA for a min price of 27 if you had the Alice in Wonderland's audiobook on Cardano. So hey, it's what, like 80% more than the discount price, so not too shabby. And then, as I said earlier, lots of airdrops, unopened cables. How is this doing on secondary? For a price of 100 ADA, offer 40. Hey, you know what? If you manage to get several of those airdropped, yeah, you can dump them for 40. Although it doesn't sound very wise, considering it's really limited here in terms of issues, in terms of copies. And then, as I said, there were 2 other drops: the Moon Pool, and this one, if you are a delegator, so super easy to get. That's why the floor price is 15, but hey, only 2 listed. And it's really interesting because I can imagine that maybe some delegators, are not heavy collectors, and they get a free book, so maybe it's gonna push them to look into it, maybe read the book, experience the app. So it was a pretty cool idea, and some covers are really sick. Like those ones, the top 4 looks really nice. Oh wow, this is good. This is good, and to think that you get those books for free just for delegating, it's very nice. So people holding on to those. I mean, it's been 1 day since the airdrop, maybe they didn't realize yet. And then the other one was the Philosophy of Beards for the holders of the Beard token. Here we have a bit more items on sale. 100k, sure. Yeah, for price 55. Not sure if there's any activity on this. Listing. Oh, there's a purchase. Okay, someone snapped one for 10 ADA. Or someone accepted a collection offer for 7. Alright. So there are people who are just dumping those. Yeah, so these were the releases this week. Pure books, no stuff, no videos, no music. Let's see what comes up next week. Let's go over some quick news. Looking at the newsletter from this week, we see a lot of progress made on multiple fronts, but we don't know what exactly. But they say a deep planning for Q4. I mean, we're already in Q4, so it's about time to plan, I guess. But hey, we'll see what they come up with. New app updates for Android, I think iOS as well, with things like search within the book, see the progress, tap to turn pages. There's a demo here that's not sure shared. So yeah, you can tap to turn pages and so on. So yeah, it's important. I see the search function here, because it's kind of things that we need to have an app that is on par with the other e-readers. Yeah, otherwise it's not gonna work out. People need the convenience, they're used to a certain standard, so we absolutely need to get there. And well, we are getting there. You see, new update. Then mint and print. Okay, final touches. All right, let's see when that happens. Kubernetes migration 2/3 complete. I think they had planned to get that this month. So hey, 2 weeks left. Good luck to them. Bookshelf caching, yep, that's done. If you have a big bookshelf, it loads much faster. The telenovela of this summer, USD bookshelf value. Hey, there are some issues. Finalizing the rollout. Okay, looking forward to this, to start spreading the word about, hey, look at my bookshelf, I own my stuff, it's worth something. And then a bit of foreshadowing. Discussions with major players, exciting content initiatives, whatever that means, but more importantly, some of which will launch in Q4. So that's interesting, because we'll see who is major, and we'll get to know pretty soon, like in the next 2 months. So maybe it's gonna revitalize a bit the interest in book and stuff. Then Josh being involved with Intersect. Yes, there is a backup for the Interim Constitutional Committee or something like this. So he's very involved in Cardano. So hey, it's always good to see, businesses that grew on Cardano first, being involved at different levels. Then Mark Cuban, showed up in an interview with Farrokh, where he gave a quick shout out to Book.io. More specifically, he talked about textbooks, college textbooks, that hey, you could get that as an NFT, then resell it, it's in perfect condition, and the publishers can get royalties on the secondary sale, so they don't need to release a new book every year so that everyone has to buy everything again. So nice to get a shout out. Maybe not the best example, but I guess he has kids in college and that's what relates to him. Then last week, Wednesday wrap up, we covered that extensively, and we also talked about the Ledger support. It's really awesome to have all your assets in one wallet, accessible and secure. There are some other news. So starting here, Ben saying that, hey, you know what, we don't get just any offer on it, because usually they don't have the rights, the publishers do. I'm not sure who he was referring to here, but it's not that simple. It's not only about tweeting to some author on X, telling him, hey, check out book.io, publish with them. And it looks like even if those authors talk about Krypton ownership, they don't own their rights. But I understand they might not have known about book.io. They went the traditional route. Yeah, that's how it is. But yeah, maybe something to... I think it was important actually to raise, because one might think, hey, authors don't want to go with book.io, famous authors. Maybe it's not that straightforward. Maybe they're not the ones deciding because they don't have the rights. So it's good to add some perspective here. What else? This super cool. If you pay with credit card, you have to put the wallet address where you want to receive your book, and this wallet address ideally should be the one with the discount book, the one giving you the discount for the purchase. And before, you had to put the address and even the exact address where your discount book was. So it's not that obvious. But now we manage with ADA handles, so much easier. Just type your handle. Don't choose the wrong wallet still. Choose the right handle with the right books. But much user friendly. Still not normie level, but very good. Less mistakes will be done that way. So nice quality of life improvement. And then big news. RJ, the CTO, Chief Technical Officer of bookandstuff.io, resigned. He's moving on to greener pasture. What happened? Some people saw that as a negative sign. When you have your lead developer who has been here from the start leaving, so maybe something is brewing. But no, Guillermo and also the book team, they addressed this to explain that it was just burnout, basically. You have to imagine the startup life. Those guys, and RJ was there from the start. He's the one who created the DA technology. So big respect for him. And so you have Ben, Josh, RJ. It's been almost 3 years that they've been working non-stop. 80 hours a week, every day, 365 days per year. So it's not sustainable. And I fully understand, RJ, that you have to take care of yourself. I don't know where he's moving. Very curious though, especially if it's another crypto project, because the guy, he's brilliant. And I had the chance to meet him at the BookCon, and super nice guy. And it's so rare to have developers who are geniuses. He knows that a lot of languages, and and all other devs speak highly of him. And so you have someone who is very, very intelligent, but also has this emotional intelligence. So he was really like world-class dev. And well, it happens. He has to take care of himself. Absolutely no hard feelings. He laid a strong foundation. Guillermo, who was VP, Vice President of Engineering, I guess will become the new Chief Technical Officer. And it's okay, we're gonna, rebuild, hire someone else, and keep on delivering. When you look at normal companies, it happens all the time that people leave. I mean, 3 years is actually even pretty good considering the rhythm at which they were working. So, in my perspective, it's definitely not a bad news. I mean, it sucks because we lose someone, but he has to take care of himself, and that's much more important. Then, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, he was not, holding up the whole development team by himself. You have a lot of devs in there. They're gonna keep on delivering. They're gonna hire, make it stronger, and keep on delivering. Like, for me, it's absolutely no issue. I'd rather have him take care of himself rather than, who knows what might happen. He shouldn't sacrifice his personal life and health. For that. At some point, it's just not worth it. 3 years is already an awesome run. So I wanted to give him a shout out. And lastly, that was great. There was a Q&A between the Wizard team and the Writers Salon. This is the London Writers Salon, which is basically a place where writers can get together and discuss. So there was a whole Q&A where Tim and his co-author talked about the experience with Book.io. And that was really cool because you have the point of view from authors talking to other authors. And it was a Zoom call. I didn't attend the call, so I'm not sure how many attendees were there. But they got questions from authors who have no idea. And this is excellent material. I encourage everyone to bookmark this because you may, it's easy for us to go on X and talk to an author and tell him, hey, check out book.io. But we don't talk their language. We are not authors. At least most of us aren't. If you have this, you can say, hey, check out book.io. If you want to know how it works, look, we have those authors who went through it and they explain everything from the writer's perspective. So go check it out. So it's a great reference material in there. And then the authors, they spoke quite highly about the book. They were not always up to date on everything, but hey, it's fair. You cannot be 24/7 on Discord. But they gave a lot of strong points, like, hey, when we sell something, we get the money directly. Traditional publishing world, no, they pay you an advance, and when you earn this advance, then they're gonna pay you royalties on a monthly, maybe quarterly basis. So it's not instantaneous. Here, instantaneous. They're saying that they sold their 2,000 books in 1 hour and a half, netting $60,000. That is kind of crazy for independent authors. But also they were very clear on, hey, we built the community first. We were engaged in the book.io community, so we were one of them, and that helped with success. That is very true. If you're an author interested in publishing with book.io, if you want the community to buy your book, you better show up. And a few authors are like this, and we are thankful for that. Because hey, we want to connect. It's all about this, connecting the audience with the writers. So thanks the Wizard team for the good words, explaining everything, comparing traditional publishing with book.io, and explaining in simple words what is a blockchain, what are NFTs, doing the parallel between a print run and an NFT mint. I think it's again great reference material to share. And also, well, it just speaks volume about the relationship with book.io. You have authors who went there, they were at the BookCon, and they keep on showing up, invited by some writers groups to still talk about book. These guys are ambassadors. It just shows how needed book.io is, that it's a real solution, and they believe in it, and that's why they spread the word. So that's bullish in my opinion, that authors, once they go through book.io, they're really happy with the results and the experience. And then this will just have a snowball effect, especially once we'll get the self-publishing portal. So thanks, Wizard team, for spreading the good word. Stuff token not doing so great on the 7 days, minus 3.6%. Well, not catastrophic, but not ideal neither. Can see it's not looking great. Like from here, we had some kind of sideways action, then we dropped, then a bit sideways, then we dropped, and it's like one step down every time. We're getting dangerously close to the token sale price, which was 0.0084 USD. Still above, and it's kind of crazy when you think about it. Token has been out for almost a year, that will be on October 20th, and has been above the token sell price all the time, even doing basically a 5x at the peak. So if you bought at the token sale, you are still in profit. So holding strong. If we look at the hold account, still pretty strong. It's not moving that much, so I wonder why it's going down. I feel like maybe people are de-risking, kind of selling a portion of their bags, but not everything. And that shows that they still believe that this could explode. As always, we need a price catalyst. For now, the token doesn't do much, but once we get the self-publishing portal, then we are talking, when people will need to buy the token. Then I don't know, rumors about Binance being at the Cardano Summit, something like that, asking projects to reapply to Binance listings. Will we see the Stuff token in there? I don't know. I made a tweet about the 10 last tokens which launched on Binance. Most of them, they fail, like they go down. They pump the first 48 hours, then they crash below the price they were sold for. So I'm not a believer. Like, I don't think centralized exchange listing changes much. I mean, it creates the hype before, so price goes up, and yeah, you may take profit then. But long term, I don't see it. I think what would be much smarter, but maybe from a regulation perspective it's harder, but you should be able to go on the book website or Stuff website and just buy there. Maybe integrate Dex Hunter or something like that, and swap directly from the website. I mean, people shouldn't have to go to centralized exchange, do KYC and everything. Just hey, you like the project, you heard about it, you want to get some of their tokens. You may need them because hey, you're an author, you want to mint. So let's buy them directly from the website. Why do you need to go somewhere else? I don't know. Remember, 2024 goals, consume to earn is supposed to come. So this will be more sell pressure, but also more, more marketing, more visibility. The other thing is when we get the self-publishing portal, but no date on that. And then supposedly sorry for the repetition. Supposedly we should get the marketplace this year as well. It was written selling, lending books. This is part of the 2024 goals. Will the marketplace involve the Stuff token somehow? That would be cool. Maybe to not pay service fees, something like this. Or maybe people would be able to sell their books for Stuff. And if there is lending, then you can lend your books and get a portion of the Stuff tokens. So no, this will start creating this economy, people putting their books out there instead of gathering dust on the bookshelf, and then more people coming in being able to read for free, because hey, if you can rent it, you don't need to buy it. And then maybe this will add more users who in turn will look into buying the stuff token. So maybe that would also be something to increase the buy pressure on it. But for now, it's kind of slowly going down back to the price of the token sale. I know there aren't that many months left in Q4. The newsletter, they said that they had some things planned. Let's see if Catalyst comes in. Personally, if it goes back down to a token sale price, I'm gonna buy for sure. For sure, it did a 5x with nothing. So, you know, it's just a matter of narrative. Once we have bull market, stuff is the, you know, it's one of the rare projects that can actually reach millions of users. And yeah, maybe they're not gonna all buy the token, but the crypto portion of those users, they will. And I'm betting on that. Non-financial advice. And that's it for this week. Lots of airdrops, more incoming, a lot of progress on the technological side. Looks like we're gonna get a lot of new things at once, at least by the end of the year. Some discussions with major players, with some initiatives launching Q4. So it looks like we are in for a treat. In the next 2 months, it's gonna go by super fast. Curious to see what happens and which impact it will have on secondary sales. So let's enjoy the ride. I'll keep you updated every week as much as possible. Thanks for tagging along. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.